Congratulations.
Thank you, Biggie.
You have won the head of house game.
Mercy Eke emerges the winner of the head of the house. DOYIN wins pardon make place. Alex wins the immunity for week 4 in the most chaotic, dramatic, headache-inducing, and series of fight Monday ever in the ongoing Bbnaija All-Stars edition. Please do bear with me. This is going to be a lengthy video because I need to suppress all the happenstance that happened from the commencement of the head of the house challenge till the end of the pardon me please. I am super glad and excited that Mercy selected the right BFF because she took her time to call the names of people that contributed to their last week wager tax that they absolutely lost. Therefore, they are not going to suffer the hunger strike that is going to deal with the ones that team together to sabotage their weekly wager tax. Let the drama begins.
But you do not come here and tell me that I'm smart because my nigga, you do not fucking want to touch me. Okay?
I will touch you here.
No problem. You can touch me outside. You can touch me outside. No, touch me outside.
I'm having headache and it's a very severe headache. No, it's not even stressful. And yes, I have taken all series of anti-headache tablets and it's not even stopping anytime soon. How will I expect the headache to stop when the shout and the toxicity and all the fights coming from the housemate is not even stopping anytime soon? When you felt that it's going to just stop from the fight between New and Adekunle, the next thing the fight has extended to Adekunle and PERE, and that also involved threats here and there. And I felt it has settled. New don't already they attack Alex. So
I don't know why they're shouting. Nobody broke any rule.
The toxicity is just truck-loaded. It's not even stopping anytime soon. Just like PERE just said, maybe this is exactly what Big Brother wants. When I was just thinking that it's going to settle after New and Adekunle went head-to-head, then it continued from Adekunle and PERE to the extent that PERE is already threatening Adekunle that PERE is going to beat Adekunle outside the house. I felt that they have already calmed down the fight to courtesy of fraud and white money. The next thing you know, New is already attacking Alex again. I think I just have to take another anti-tablet headache for me to continue this particular gist because, hey, toxicity is much. Is it the plot? Is it the twist? Is it the conspiracy? Is it the betrayal? Is it the alliance? Oh, God. Today, Monday, the 14th of August, 2023 is the most chaotic day ever since the Bbnaija All-Stars edition started. Let's just start from the fact that every Monday, of course, we know it's the head of the house challenge. As expected, when it was time, Big Brother told Ike to group the housemates into 6 groups, 3 into 6, right? And they were just scampering on how to just belong to a particular group. It was just Kidwai and PERE choosing ILEBAYE, thinking that ILEBAYE is not going to compete with them, and also Shay trying to just be among DOYIN, and who was between them again, an Angel, thinking that they are the weakest link. Now, so game can't start, so they were choosing group 1, group 2, group 3. And people that can't use the hand can't reshuffle the groups, and to the utmost shocking surprise of Cross, Sisi and SOMA, they now fall into group 1. Big Brother just called them immediately for them to just report to the arena, for them to just start the head of the house challenge. It was Sisi coming into the arena, and when she now cited the competition, she now told Big Brother to just pause, if possible, not only pause this head of the house challenge, but pause the entire show, that she just wants to go back into the house for her to just pack her hair. Are you serious? By the time she's unpacking her hair, Big Brother has already shut on the arena door. It was only SOMA that was remaining in the arena, and Cross was nowhere to be found, and that was how SOMA automatically qualified. Sisi Otirongo, because we all know that head of the house challenge comes on Monday. You're supposed to be ready. You're supposed to look sporty. So even when you came into that arena and you notice that you need to just pack your hair, Shibi, I don't see you carry your corn crows in the house. Remove your wig and compete. So I saw when you're just showing tantrum. Last week I did not play. It's not fair. She was even so angry. I didn't know whether she wanted to go and pack her bags and do voluntary exit. Thank God that PERE was just there to just calm her down. And the way she listened to PERE and choose to calm down, I know say something is happening between these 2 people, but I don't know what can make them no one make that same thing just happen. Yeah, scratch that. Game don't continue. SOMA automatically qualified from the group 1. Then group 2. Group 2 consists of Mercy, Fraud, and White Money. Mercy qualified from group 2. Then group 3 consists of Venita, Adekunle, and Ike. Is it the conspiracy? Okay, let me even explain this head of the house challenge. It has to do with their whatever was it called? I've forgotten the whatever box like that. So there is a sign there and there is a board there. So you are to fill fill the ball and for you to just go and fill the whatever box of your opponent. So the person when in own box come first fall for ground, the person is just out. So you just have to team up with somebody for una to first fill somebody's box for the person to be out of the game. So that was how Adekunle and Bbnaija now team up to just take Ike out, and Adekunle now qualified. Then talking about group 4, there was also a conspiracy between Angel, Doyin and Seyi. Angel and Doyin, girl power. Now, so they just team up together to just take Seyi out, and they continued, and Doyin scaled through. Speaking about team 5 that has to do with Alex, New and Bbnaija. As expected now, Bbnaija and New teamed up against Alex, and New qualified. Now, finally for team 6 has to do with PERE, Kidwaya and ILEBAYE. What do you now expect in a team where they have Kidwaya and PERE? Of course, they team up together to just take ILEBAYE out, and PERE scaled through. So the finalists that qualified for the next round are 6 housemates in the name of New, Mercy, SOMA, Adekunle, Doyin, and PERE.
The way they have described the game, forget it, you're out.
While we all are waiting for Big Brother to call the 6th finalists for them to return to the arena for them to continue the head of the house challenge, quick one. I am the voice of the Commander-in-Chief of Armed Forces of all the entire occurrences of the ongoing Big Brother Naija Season 18 All-Stars Edition. And as usual, my only primary assignment is to always summarize all the entire occurrences that has occurred, occurrence that might bet for the occurrences.
What are you laughing about?
As at the moment, we are still waiting for the head of the house challenge to continue. There are plots here and there, twists here and there, because as at that time, head of house is still yet unknown. Block envelope is still yet unknown. So they are just trying to strategically position themselves. These people are having a meeting on who to pardon, on how to even go head on head during the head of the house challenge. There is a group that has Cross, Kidwaya, PERE, Bbnaija, and New. At the time they involved SOMA, PERE told SOMA that I don't trust you, because SOMA still went out again to form another group with Alex, Mercy, FROOD. I think it has to do with the theme of the Pepper Them season. And after Alex came to drag SOMA out, he was trying to convince SOMA, because Alex is absolutely telling SOMA the truth. You see those groups, don't trust them. They will tell you that they're going to just call your name for pardon me, whereas they just wanted you to just call their name. Cross also felt that he can convince ILEBAYE, took ILEBAYE to the toilet to beg ILEBAYE to just call her name. And I remember before Cross went to the toilet with ILEBAYE, that Cross told his group that consists of Kidwaya, PERE, and the Bbnaija and New that ILEBAYE is already in his palm. Cross, I hear you. I saw the talk finish and I saw the conquest. It was just the way Bbnaija was just listening to just their conversation to know exactly what they're just doing, because I know that she's going to report to her headquarters talking about Adekunle. Adekunle was also involved with the group of Bbnaija and Seyi. In fact, when all this particular meeting was just going on, I love the way Sisi understood that these people are just being unnecessarily whatever. And so she just did on her own. She's now playing her solo game. No, call me. If I like, I will call anybody who I want call. And White Money is already tired, because initially, when he wanted to start a ship with Sisi, that one no work. He wanted to just stage an alliance with Mercy as winners. That one come backfire. Now I can't say go there on. Seyi no even get strength again to just even do this meeting, because at this point you don't even know who to trust. So Seyi was looking around on where to just rest. If you enter Pink Room, the group of Cross are there. If you go Garden, the group of Pepper Them plus Alex and SOMA were just there. And at the time again, SOMA has to come and call Angel for them to go and talk. SOMA was trying everything possible in his own power for him to convince Angel to just come to the group of PERE, Kidwaya, Cross, and the Bbnaija and New. Angel was just looking at SOMA. Was like, they said if only you can call their name, and if they were the head of the house, they're going to call it BFF. It was just a lengthy discussion, because Angel is not buying whatever it is that SOMA is selling to Angel. After the end of their conversation, their plotting continued as PERE now walked into the closet where Alex, who has already succeeded in collabing, what do I use collabing or aligning, or should I use convincing ILEBAYE to be in their group? We know that at a stance now, Doyin and ILEBAYE are at loggerheads, right? So now Alex is now the Doyin of ILEBAYE. So while he was just trying to make ILEBAYE's hair in the closet, it was PERE just coming close. I don't know exactly what he wanted to just do with ILEBAYE. Alex is now chasing PERE away. Was like, oh, what do you want to discuss with her after you have teamed with Kidwaya to just take her out of the head of the house challenge? And PERE was like, Alex, allow me to speak to the girl. ILEBAYE was also looking at PERE. Oh yeah, now you want use me. Shebi at the end of the day, I go enter diary room and I go use my mouth, call the name of the person where I just want call. The only people who are not involved in all these their schemes and their alliances has to do with Sheyi, White Money, and CC. While their plot twist continues, Big Brother now called the 6 finalists for them to return to the arena for them to continue the head of the house challenge. And as usual, you have one particular bowl. All you have to do is for you to fill it with the sand, then put it in the whatever box. Somebody should just help me with the name in the comment section. Fill it, and the person who won't come forward down, the person is out of the game. Almost the entire 5 finalists gathered PERE. They made sure that PERE's box fell down first. It was Adekunle blocking his own that nobody should just pour sand inside. When you wanted to do that the first time, he didn't want. The second time, he got angry and now dropped the ball of sand on the floor. Adekunle now picked the ball back. Big Brother told them to freeze, and this was the first time he had to tell them freeze while they are just playing the game. That was when Big Brother now told Adekunle, in as much as you are just playing by the rules, but you should just have to allow them to pour sand. But then he now disqualified the people that are holding 2 ball, and it has to do with SOMA and Adekunle.
It's part of the game.
PERE, return to your seats.
Meanwhile, PERE is already out of the game. Then I remember that while Cross, Kid Wire, Bbnaija, and PERE were having a conversation in the pink room, Cross told PERE to just zero his mind winning the head of the house, because from the narration of how they are playing and conspiring against each other in that arena, that they are going to come for PERE. PERE has no chance of winning. Let's just forget about it. Let them focus on the Pardon Me and the black envelope. And it played out exactly how Cross predicted. So by the time they now returned back, because of what Adekunle and Neo did and also PERE, that was when that fight started between PERE and Adekunle. It was a mess. It was dirty. It was toxic. It was chaotic. It's not just for 1 week immunity. Why all this fight? Had it been if it did not even happen and you still play and did not win, what would have happened? It was just that bad. PERE was just shouting on top of his voices. He was ringing words of Adekunle. Adekunle was also returning the same energy, until the extent of PERE now threatening Adekunle that PERE is going to beat Adekunle outside the house. And Adekunle replied, though, I am from the Lagos Island. You can't do no, to the extent that Adekunle was even screaming, sending message to the Lagos Islanders. Una don't hear PERE say go beat una boy you, make una get ready you. I don't even understand exactly what these people are just doing. When it was just getting heated again, Neo now started shouting on Adekunle. I just have to say, in as much as Biggie said that Adekunle was playing by the rules, anyway, I don't know. The point that since Biggie accepted it, so now so Neo come the talk say, wait till Adekunle do no good. But they have disqualified Adekunle and PERE. Now so Neo was going head on head to with Adekunle. Shout was just there. Venita was supporting the boyfriend and ignoring the family. Then it occurred to me that Venita, wait too. If Adekunle win the head of the house, right, he will only just take you to the head of the house lounge as the BFF finish. If Adekunle win this 120 million, are you going to benefit? But if you work with your brother Neo, and Neo wins the head of the house, yes, he might not take it to the head of the house lounge because he will carry along Tolani badge. But if Neo wins the 120 million, don't you think it's going to give you something as a family? Or at least let it just be in the record that the Apofores won the All-Stars eviction.
Play your game safe. Just all right. Play your game safe.
I don't know, women, no, we too they follow man waka forget family, sha. Anyways, as the fight continues, Venita was just supporting his man now, Adekunle. Neo shout. He was facing Fraud. Fraud was calming him down. It was just CC, Sheyi, and White Money again. The way they just ignored them to just shout and fight this particular fight. It needs to be studied though. From that moment again, now Alex come begin to shout for Neo. Say Neo has been shouting all this while that Neo refused to calm down. Neo confessed Alex again, another fight. Say Alex go remove clothes of Adekunle from washing machine, sorting washing machine, trying to just start fight between him, Neo, and Adekunle. That was when he now said again that Alex is a snake. And while that fight was just ending again, another shouting continued. Because when they returned back, remember that it was DOYIN, Mercy, and Neo that qualified for the final round of the Head of the House Challenge. They have already planned to team against Neo, shouting girl power, girl power. Neo was not shouting that he is not going to play. He was busy ringing the bell of the diary room to tell Biggie that he is not going to compete because it's obvious that Mercy and DOYIN is going to come against him. Well, it's time for the black envelope because we were going to ask them to just return to the arena. And after the commercial, as usual, they have hidden the black envelope and asked them to return back to the house, and the search begins. And Bbnaija found black envelope. Alex also found one. I think Alex found one in the freezer, yes. And Bbnaija found one in the peak room right on Alex's bed. After they now sound that they should stop playing, head of the house for now, Ike, was now asked to go to under the bed of Mercy, and then he now brought one black envelope, which is just very useless because it contains the access to the head of the house gym who want to do exercise when there is Obi to come and train them from Monday to Friday every week. And it is time for Alex to open her envelope that she found in the freezer, and here comes. Alex has won the immunity for week 4. So Big Brother decided to just put the black envelope that contained the immunity in the freezer for the immunity to chill, right? Of course, we already know that Bbnaija will just have better luck next time, and I love the way she just accepted her fate. So it is time for them to now return back to the arena for them to continue with the head of the house challenge. And Neo, Mercy, and Doyin are back. Immediately, Neo was saying that he's not going to play, and what's his name again? Doyin was trying to convince Neo to play. When you and Mercy has already planned and agreed that it's going to be girl power, you want to come against Neo. So I just supported Neo the way Neo decided to just drop out. Let it be that I did not play, then I now play because I know that you people are going to just take me out even before the game will start. Big Brother asked Neo what it is. Neo said, no play. Big Brother said, if you no play, or you leave arena. Now, so he just took his bow and left. And then this is the moment Doyin and Mercy has to play the game the way it was meant to be played. They were just doing it gently, and Mercy strategically was placing the sand towards the edge of the box, and that was how Doyin's box now fell first, and Mercy is the head of the house for week 4. Congratulations, our Another. For the fact that Mercy is definitely going to enjoy the head of the house lunch back to back. I am so happy for her, and yes, sound the alarm, she is the first female head of the house in the ongoing Big Brother Naija Season 8 Team All-Stars edition, and everybody was just congratulating her. She was practically jumping on everybody's body, from Kidwa to White Money to Fraud. Everybody, the girls are just saying congratulations. Everybody was just happy for her. PERE hugged her, Cross hugged her, but Ike is here to say congratulations because I had said to come and do that particular video. So Doyin is already telling Mercy, you just have to select me as your BFF. Well, so of course you're going to be first because we were in this game together. So I am still waiting to see who is going to be Mercy's BFF, and before that will happen, they are yet to do the pardon me. So let's continue watching. While I am still waiting to see who Mercy is going to choose as her BFF, in as much as she has already decided that Doyin is going to be number 1, they are still staging their alliances here and there on who they are going to pardon. And I saw the group of Angel, Mercy, Alex, Doyin, and Fraud. I don't even know what is their plan. And Sisi is on her own. Adekunle and Bbnaija is on their own. I can't wait to see after all these their strategic alliances and toxicity and whatsoever it is, who is going to just emerge as pardon me week 4. After Big Brother now congratulated Mercy as the winner of the head of the house for week 4, Big Brother asked Miss Eke to select her BFF, and she started by calling Angel, of course, as expected. And she also called White Money, she also called Fraud, and finally she called Doyin. Doyin was pardoned because 2 of them competed together during the head of the house challenge, and I expected her to call Fraud and White Money because they are best of friends, and also Angel. And I am glad with this particular choice. Bbnaija was expecting Mercy to call her because I saw the way she congratulated Mercy when Mercy was declared the winner of the head of house, but I know it's cozy impossible based on the fact that Bbnaija has drifted away from the group of the Pepper Dem and decided to just align with Adekunle.
DOYIN.
I love you all.
Pardon me, please has commenced, and Big Brother called the entire housemate one by one into the diary room for them to mention the name of a particular housemate that they just want to pardon, and permit me to just read it out as I jotted it down. The first person to make his way to the diary room is Fraud. Fraud pardoned Doyin, White Money pardoned Cross, Mercy pardoned Doyin, Angel pardoned Doyin, Bbnaija pardoned New, as expected, because while all these alliances were going on, I knew that New and Bbnaija are working hand in hand because they are going to just pardon each other. So I wasn't shocked when Bbnaija pardoned New, and Sheyi pardoned Adekunle. New pardoned ILEBAYE. What? I just finished saying that Nyo is going to pardon Tola Nebaj, just the way Tola Nebaj pardoned Nyo. I was shocked too. Nyo pardoned ILEBAYE. Pause. ILEBAYE pardoned DOYIN, and I was so happy. In as much as these two people are not in talking terms, yet ILEBAYE considered the friendship by pardoning DOYIN. And ILEBAYE, like I said earlier, was lured into the toilet by Cross with a kiss, convincing ILEBAYE to pardon Tola Nebaj. Cross, were you thinking at all? You are expecting ILEBAYE to pardon Tola Nebaj that literally asked her out of Nyo's bed and out of Pink Room. You think they are in good terms, and you want her to just give Tola Nebaj, pardon me please, for a whole week. Anyways, ILEBAYE just said yes, kissed Cross, and now came out and pardoned her friend who has been with her through thick and thin. And SOMA pardoned Adekunle, CC pardoned DOYIN, PERE pardoned ILEBAYE. I felt that PERE pardoned ILEBAYE just to appease her because of what PERE did to ILEBAYE during their head of the house challenge in the arena. And Ike pardoned Nyo, DOYIN pardoned ILEBAYE. See, these two friends, no matter what happens, do not come in between them because they know how to align with each other at the end of the day. Kidwire pardoned Nyo. Now, Venita made her way into the diary room, and of course, as expected, she pardoned Adekunle. And initially, she was moving around begging people to pardon Adekunle. And when Mercy was having a conversation with FROOD, after Mercy was declared the head of the house for week 4, FROOD was asking Mercy, who do you think that we should pardon? And Mercy was like, I did love to pardon DOYIN, but Venita is begging me to pardon her boo Adekunle. And FROOD said, we are not going to do that for any pepperdem season. It's either I pardon Nyo because Nyo dropped out from the head of the house, and while he played earlier that he was still fair. So therefore, if it's not going to be Nyo, that FROOD said that they're not going to pardon Venita. See, Venita that was busy campaigning for Adekunle, only for Adekunle to make his way into the diary room and pardoned DOYIN. Venita, are you aware of this decision? Oh, well, remember that last week, because Big Brother served ILEBAYE punishment, so she was nullified from participating in the Pardon Me. DOYIN was left with the only option to pardon Adekunle, who he and DOYIN participated in the same level. So maybe that Adekunle suspected so, then he decided to just return the kind gesture by pardoning DOYIN this week, even when Venita is available. Well, moving on, Cross pardoned Nyo, not even after Whiteman pardoned him. Then Alex pardoned DOYIN as agreed by the girls, and that is it. At the end of the Pardon Me Please challenge, DOYIN emerged as the winner of the Pardon Me week 4. She got 7 votes, Nyo got 4 votes, ILEBAYE and Adekunle got 3 votes respectively. It was just the way she was just celebrating alone, and she was like, make una celebrate me, una no go hug me. FROOD was the first person to hug her, and of course FROOD called her name, and Whiteman was there to just hug her, and everybody was happy because I know that Angel called her name and Mercy called her name. It was just the look on Venita's face. Venita was even looking at Adekunle, was communicating with Adekunle. Sadly, did she know that Adekunle contributed to the DOYIN's winning? And Big Brother told them to settle down, let them just look at the screen, play the tape of all the violations of Biggie's rule, especially the recent one that happened when Sisi was to report to the arena for her to compete for the head of the house challenge, only for her to start ranting that it was not fair, this one, that one. And she was even saying that Big Brother knew that she did not play last week, this one, that one. Big Brother told her while she was still having punishment, she was still violating rules. Therefore, another punishment is waiting for Sisi. And Big Brother now cautioned them and told them, in as much as they are all the returning stars, why are they still violating all the rules that are already familiar with them? They showed a lot of microphone infringements, a lot of violation of them, including the fight that happened during the head of the house challenge and has to do with PERE, all those ones I've already said in the beginning. Please, I'm rushing it because I want to suppress all the chaotic fights that happened today. And I know that the video is already lengthy, and that is what it is. Yes, Mercy is the head of the house for week 4, Alex won immunity, and DOYIN won Pardon Me Please. Now in the comment section, what you have to say about the chaotic fight and how the end result came out. Please, whether you are arguing with my analysis or agreeing with me, 1 Corinthians 14:40. And if this is the first time ever you're coming across my channel, please patronize me by clicking on the red icon down below to subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell. And yes, it's always my pleasure as an entertainer to always entertain you guys with entertaining entertainment. Can I just go and take another tablet of anti-headache?